Green and Barnes in 1993 also found similar results, that administrators in small schools relied more heavily on verbal communications and held more conferences with parents than administrators in large schools. ग्रीन और बार्न्स सोशल साइंटिस्ट हैं जिन्होंने 1993 में ये स्टडी की और उन्हें पता चला कि नताइज उनके जो सामने आए वो ये थे कि अगर स्कूल का स्टाफ और एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर वालदैन के साथ अच्छा रिलेशनशिप रखना चाहते हैं तो उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा हाथ स्कूल का छोटा होना है। यानी स्कूल का छोटे होने से मुराद है कि उसमें जो तादाद है तालिब इल्मों की वो कम है निस्बतन उन बड़े स्कूलों में जिनमें तादाद बहुत ज़्यादा है। और ऐसे स्टाफ मेंबर जो कि छोटे स्कूलों के हैं जिसमें तादाद कम है, वो ज़्यादा ज़ुबानी बातचीत और अपना रिलेशन पेरेंट्स के साथ वालदैन के साथ रख सकते हैं, क्योंकि वो उनके लिए मुमकिन है कि वो ज़ुबानी बातचीत उन वालदैन के साथ रख सकें क्योंकि वो तादाद में कम है। Therefore, the verbal communication which is taking place between the parents and the administrators and the school staff is making it possible to develop a very informal relationship. When the informal relationship takes place, there are many things which are explained verbally. So the verbal communication and holding of more conferences in which parents are encouraged to come and talk and give their opinion is much appreciated, and the relationship is more understandable and there is more understanding between the two parties. Whereas the schools which are larger in number and have no verbal communications, rather all the communication is taking place in the written form. So many times there is a misunderstanding in understanding and interpreting the message which is written in the student's diary, or a notice is given to the student, and sometimes the parents do not understand what does the school administration mean by that message. Also sometimes because the parents are busy, they ignore the written statements or notice given by the school. So if they are having a verbal communication with the teachers and the school administrators, and it is a good practice for the school administrators and teachers to be available for the parents, especially at the time when they come to pick up their children, because that is the end of the day and the teachers and the administrators can have a break by coming out in the porch or the playground or near the gates to meet and greet the parents. And if the parents have a concern, they can just talk to them casually in an informal way and thus address any issues that the students are facing or their parents are having in their mind. By this informal discussion, most of the problems will be discussed and the parents will also feel very relaxed because they can talk to the teachers and the school administrators whenever they want to do it. So in an informal meeting, it becomes possible to address more issues than having formal meetings, because a lot of time is invested in formal meetings and because a lot of protocol has to be followed, the time is mostly used in the protocol instead of finding the solutions of the problems. So it is highly suggested and recommended that the school staff, the teachers, administrators should make themselves available for a little time. Also that can be a break for them to meet people, and also with the feedback of the parents, the school staff will also be able to evaluate their own efforts and the students' progress. So it is a good practice to be available outside in the corridors or the porch or the playground or near the gate, where the parents can approach the school administrators and teachers and ask them questions of their concerns, and if they have a problem, they ask the administrators to solve the problem and address it so that they become happy people sending their children to this school. Therefore, the verbal communication and conferences with parents are more possible in the smaller schools than the large ones.